Private equity firms have two main ways of making money. First up, management fees. They typically charge around 2% of the committed capital as an annual management fee. This fee covers the operational costs of running the firm. Secondly, carried interest. This is their share of the profits, usually 20% of the returns above a certain threshold called the hurdle rate. The hurdle rate is a minimum return that must be achieved before the private equity firm can claim its share of the profits. Let's break this down with an example, using an 8% hurdle rate. Imagine a private equity fund raises $100 million from investors. The fund invests this money and after 5 years, sells its investments for a total of $180 million. Here's how the profits would be distributed. First, the original $100 million is returned to the investors. Next, the 8% hurdle rate is applied. Over 5 years, this would be about $40 million. So far, $140 million has been allocated to the investors. The remaining $40 million is the profit above the hurdle rate. Of this $40 million, 20% or $8 million goes to the private equity firm as carried interest. The remaining $32 million goes to the investors. In total, investors receive 100 plus 40 plus 32 equals $172 million. The private equity firm receives $8 million in carried interest. This is on top of the management fees the private equity firm has been collecting annually. 2% of $100 million equals $2 million per year. $10 million in 5 years, making it a total of $18 million the general partners put in their pockets. Remember that 20% of profits go to the private equity firm as carried interest? Despite this being compensation for the work done by the general partners, it's not taxed as ordinary income. Instead, it's treated as capital gains. Why does this matter? Because in many countries, including the United States, long-term capital gains are taxed at a lower rate than ordinary income. For high-income earners, the difference can be substantial. As of 2024, the top federal income tax rate in the US is 37%, while the long-term capital gains tax rate tops out at 20%. This means that the general partners in a private equity firm often pay a lower tax rate on a significant portion of their earnings than they would if it were treated as regular income. This is what's known as the carried interest loophole.